just going to head up the stairs.
There we go. I know it's... Sorry about that, guys. We just had a switch of...
Alright, so in going in the party, we can't just go in with our guns blazing because that'll kind of spoil our cover. So we change into our alias mode. At any given time, you've got your combat stealth or support role, and you also have an outfit in your backpack for changing if you want to get into these exclusive areas. So right now we've changed into evening wear. He's in a tuxedo, she's in a nice safety dress. And we have other skills at our disposal. We don't have our guns released at this point. We can't use them, I should say. We have other skills. Now this is a public space, so there could be other players running around doing missions here at the same time. Our main goal at this point is to take pictures of strange devices throughout the chateau, and hopefully give us a clue as to what's really going on. Now the radar has told us that it's somewhere in this room, but we don't know where the devices are. One thing you'll notice is that there's some other mission givers in the area. So if you have some extra time, or you want to make some extra money, or you're waiting for someone, you can go and take a bonus mission, do some extra stuff in the area. Right now we're going to bring up our camera though and look for that intel. We see it on the wall there, we took our picture. We only got a 49% rating. So it's important that you actually zoom in, take the time to frame up your pictures there, make sure that they're in focus. Now if this were a time challenge, you only have a few seconds to take a picture, then you're going to have to be really quick and zoom it in, get the shot before you're seen. Actually, our next challenge is we have to take a picture, but there's security in the area, and they won't let us take pictures. So if they have an icon over their head, it means they're looking out for, people who are doing what they shouldn't be doing. If the icon's over our head, it means we're being watched. So since we're being watched, we have to find another way here. And the way to do that is to talk to Cassie Nova, who's one of our inside agents right now. And she's going to distract the guard. Well, the guard's distracted, it gives us the opportunity to get in there and take our picture. We only have a limited amount of time though. So Chris is going to be quick about zooming in, trying to get the highest quality picture he can get. Which is not high enough. Chris, hurry. You're running out of time. 77%. You need 90%. There we go. Just in time, in fact. The next area is going to be a little tougher. When we're back here, we don't have Cassie to help us out. So you'll notice that Max has a skill called Distract here. He's going to go up and use that on the guard. If you're an MMO player, we tend to call this tanking for intel. Because you're keeping the guard busy while your friend's going in and taking the picture. If you're not in a team, you're likely not going to be able to accomplish this goal. It's just a bonus objective, so you just won't get the gold reward. But since this is public space, if there's other players running by, you can say, hey buddy, please stop. Distract the guard for me and I'll do it for you. Or, you just don't get that reward. So that's public space. The next thing we're going to do is go into a private space area. Private space is an instance, and that allows you and your team to own the map. You don't have to worry about any other players coming through. And as designers, it allows us to be a lot more specific in the type of things we script and make it a more exciting encounter that's really balanced for 1 to 4 players. And of course, in a first-person shooter or third-person shooter, frame rate is king, and we want to make sure that we have a really good experience for those who enjoy, shooting it up. Not to give it away that there's shooting coming up, but so now that we're in this private space, we've got to go ahead and talk with our contact, Ian, who we met at the beginning of the mission. He's going to take a look at the photos and try to figure out what's really going on in the chateau. So once Chris gets in here, then we'll go up and talk with him. Alright, so here we go.
Seems to be activated.
There's some voice acting. It's kind of difficult to hear on the floor, but there is some voice acting. Take it Speaking of voice acting, is this game going to feature solo? Is it online only, or is it going to feature a story that you can progress through?
The game is online only, meaning that you have to be online to play it, but we have a full story that you can play through without fighting other players if you want.
Okay.
PvP is always going to be consensual, but it's also always readily available.
Okay.
If you just want to jump into a match, you can.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going through the story and uncovering plot after plot. Here what we're going to show you is our skill wheel. At any given time you've got 2 skills at your disposal. But since throughout your career you're going to acquire lots of different outfits and gadgets and weapons, you're going to acquire a lot of different skills. So we're going to remap and have our frag grenades at the hand now. One of the other things we can do is just quick cast this skill if you want to. We're going to vault out the window. There'll be a lot of different special moves in the game. Vaulting, mantling, ziplining into areas. Max has gone into first-person mode here. In the agency, you can go seamlessly between first and third person. He also has an aim mode that he goes into for a better shot.
Another quick question for you.
Yeah.
Content-wise, will there be difference between the 2 platforms? Will they both be, well, obviously PC can be updated, but what about the PlayStation? Will it be able to be patched?
We can also update the PlayStation as well.
Perfect.
The advantage of having a hard drive inherent to a...
Exactly.
PS3 and PC players be able to compete against each other?
Currently we have it so that it's possible, but I think the designers have been talking a lot. We don't know if we want to do that, just because you can balance it as much as you can, and still there's going to be complaints on both sides.
Exactly.
It's faster, the control. So we'll decide that during beta. But technically, there's no reason we can't.
Because they're actually doing that right now to let you know.
Chris can use his martini bomb right there. Freeze a guy in place. As you can see, our goal here is to get to the helicopter and escape. But before we do that, there's going to be some additional challenges, some more bad guys to face. As the bad guys get tougher, they'll use skills as well. So these guys have grenades that they don't use. So we're just about at the end of our mission. I think we're taking care of all the bad guys. Should be a bunch of bombs up here. Oh, no, there's one more. Good job. It's like you knew he was coming. Again, you can replay missions again and again to get better ratings if you want, or to get the better reward. At this point, I think we've got the silver reward, which means that if we want to get the gold, we have to, do all the side objectives that we might have missed before. So after this, you'll head back to your agency, get more missions, change your role, jump into PvP if you want. Whatever you want, it's up to you. Fun now, no waiting.
And one question, release time. When is it going to be released? This year?
It won't be this year. We haven't announced any release date to it yet. We're still working on some of our features. We've got a lot of fun in the game now, but it's a matter of iteration, putting more content in, and a couple other features.
Perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate your time, gentlemen.
Sure. My pleasure.